Workout B, circuit training. So with circuit training, we're doing things a little bit differently. They're going to be similar to density training, where we have 6 to 5 or 4 exercises that we're doing in a row, and we're doing them in a work to rest ratio for the time prescribed. So for the first exercise I'm going to begin with is a standing around the world, 20 seconds. So my goal here is to get my core to fire up and also to get my shoulders moving a little bit better. So I'm going to start with my left elbow, squeeze tightly to my ribs. I'm going to rotate my arm. Now my elbow is going to come unglued, pause, and rotate down. Elbows are straight, elbows are bent, I pause, elbow is straight. So the goal here is to rotate the bag while keeping the elbows in as close as we can. So as I go through this motion, it's going to be a little funky, it's going to be a little weird, but just give it time as this gets easier. As soon as we're done there, we're going to move into our front-loaded carries. So our front-loaded carries, we're going to hold into this front hold position, elbows are tight. I'm pulling the bag against my body, so I want my shoulders to pinch back. From here, I'm going to be marching for 30 seconds, making sure I'm tall and tight. This is going to get to be a long time. So just make sure that you're avoiding arching back and that you're keeping the bag pressed against the chest so those shoulders go back, driving your feet into the ground. 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. As soon as you're done there, we're going to go into a squat to banded row. So I'm just going to create a little bit of distance. That way I can have the band with some slight tension. I'm going to squat down, and then as I stand up, I'm going to row. So let me get a little bit further back, that way there's more tension. So I'm going to squat down, then I'm going to row. 20 seconds of work, 40 seconds of rest. Lastly, I'm going to get into my bridge. So with the bridge, both feet are pushing down. What I want to do is I'm going to rip the bag in half. I'm going to raise my hips up, bring them down slow and controlled, focusing on controlling my glutes and my core here. Now, the things that we can do to add into a progression is adding in an alternating rotation, keeping the bag straight. The other thing that we can do is add in the extension, slow and controlled, but we want to make sure that we're not progressing to that movement until we master the glute bridge.